The entertainment world is now facing one of its most intense revelations after Kim Sae-ron's final handwritten letter was exposed, containing information that no one saw coming. This letter, written during her time away from the spotlight, has revealed previously unknown truths about her personal downfall, her treatment by the industry, and the decisions that led to her disappearance from public life. Now confirmed by a close associate, this letter is not just a goodbye. It's a direct challenge to everything fans thought they knew. In the first section of the letter, Kim Sae-ron writes in clear detail about the pressures of growing up in front of cameras. She explains that her life was never fully her own, and that from a young age she was trained to behave, speak, and even think according to a strict image managed by adults around her. She refers to her early years as structured performance, saying she was often denied the right to say no, even when uncomfortable or unwell. She claims her personal boundaries were blurred to meet deadlines and public demand. But the letter doesn't stop at personal reflection. It moves directly into a series of shocking accusations against her former agency. She writes that following the DUI scandal that pulled her career into crisis, the agency immediately distanced itself from her, releasing public statements without her approval. She says she was instructed not to speak to the media, not to issue her own apology, and to reject all incoming interview requests. Her exact words, "They told me silence would fix it, and then they left." Kim Sae-ron alleges that the company's legal team discouraged her from releasing any independent explanation. She claims that while the agency publicly claimed to support her through the legal process, internally they avoided her and ceased financial and emotional support. According to the letter, the company also withheld her pending payments under the excuse of damaged brand value, leaving her to manage legal fees alone. The most explosive part of the letter involves her claim that her image was deliberately used to divert attention from larger problems within the agency. She writes that during the peak of her controversy, executives chose to leak details of her incident to media outlets in order to delay a then-developing financial scandal involving top-level staff. They needed a distraction, she says in the letter, and I was convenient. She also includes direct references to phone calls she received from other celebrities who warned her to stay quiet. Though she does not name anyone directly, she suggests that some of the industry's most recognizable names advised her not to fight the system. One chilling line reads, "I was told, if you speak, you'll lose everything else. So I stayed silent, and still lost everything." The final portion of the letter shifts into a personal closing. Kim Sae-ron writes about her current life, out of the spotlight, removed from public spaces, and still dealing with the psychological effects of isolation. She makes it clear that she does not write this letter in hopes of returning to fame. Instead, she says, "This is not about rebuilding. It's about revealing." She ends with a final statement that now echoes across online communities. "If this letter survives me, let it remind everyone that behind every edited image, there is a real person whose story was never allowed to be told." The letter has already caused widespread reactions across social media, with fans, media outlets, and entertainment professionals demanding further investigation into the claims. So far, there has been no official response from the agency accused in the letter, nor any public comments from other individuals mentioned indirectly. What began as a scandal has now transformed into a full exposure of the system behind it. Kim Sae-ron's final letter does more than share personal pain. It forces the public to question who controls the truth and what stories remain buried beneath the surface of public image. This is no longer just a celebrity controversy. It's a wake-up call for the entire industry.